My name is Kusum and I am from Kusum Foundation, Nepal. We have been quite active in the hot meals and ration pack distributions for families that are struggling to meet ends during this COVID lockdown. We've started this since last year when Nepal was hit with the first lockdown and a lot of COVID cases. So, to talk about why I started this, I think it was just a feeling of, trying to relate with these people, how they would feel if there was no food to eat. So I was just thinking about what can be done once it was about 1 week of the COVID lockdown. I had taken my rest and I was quite happy to have a little break from work, but then when the lockdown started to get extended, all I could think was the people, especially the daily wage workers, who would have a very hard time to even try to manage food because they work on a day-to-day basis and all of their income goes into food or paying rents, and rents are very expensive in Kathmandu. So when I was thinking of this, I got a call from the community police in my area and was requested to provide food for about 30 individuals that were living in the streets, and some of them were also daily wage workers who were evicted out of their rented accommodation because they could not pay the rents anymore. So when I say daily wage workers, these are people who are into construction work, who are porters, who are house helpers, who do very basic masonry, people who drive buses or taxis, and even the conductors. The people who are selling vegetables on small, wheel carts. So these are what we understand by daily wage workers in Nepal, and you can understand how little they earn at other times, and the COVID lockdown had absolutely stopped their way of earning. So that's when we started. The first day we cooked, me and my husband cooked meals ourselves for 30 people and took that to the location where we are feeding till today. And that's how it started. So very soon, by the end of the month, we were providing hot meals to nearly 100 people, and it only started to grow. Then what we also started to identify was there were a lot of families that were coming to eat food, where we were distributing them. They had accommodation, but they did not have any raw food to cook, or or gas to cook. So what we wanted to do was make sure these families, especially with little children, stayed home because that was the safest thing to do at that time, and have food to eat. So we started to also provide family food packs to these families. So we would provide the normal Nepalese style food packs to these families that would last for a month, and it would consist of things like rice and lentils, salt, sugar, oil, the mixed legumes which they can make curry out of, soy nuggets, biscuits, and bitten rice, things that they could have for snacks as well. And that's how we grew. So till today, we have served more than I think 200,000 hot meals and provided food packs to more than 35,000 families across Kathmandu Valley. And it has only been possible because we received a lot of support from our friends and families and well-wishers and organizations, and we are very grateful that they bestowed this trust upon us. And we did not get any sort of government grant or a big grant from an organization. It was mostly out of goodwill and love, and willing to do something for the community from our fellow people, organizations. So we find ourselves very fortunate that we were chosen to serve the community during this very difficult time. Right now also the lockdown has lifted a bit here in Nepal, but the situation is still very bad because a lot of people are still out of jobs, especially daily wage workers. They're not given jobs. A lot of them are evicted because they haven't been able to pay rents, and they're out on the streets. Kids who are 2 years old, who are a few months old, they're sleeping out on the streets with their parents, and it's very heartbreaking. So we're trying to, meet that gap, by providing hot meals, and also in some cases provide them with money for accommodation. A lot of them have health problems. They live on the streets, or they're construction workers, so they fall. There's no insurance, there's no health checkup, so we try to help them by taking them to hospitals, or helping them with basic first aid support as well. So today I am also very very thankful to Conscious Connections Foundation. You've helped us from the very beginning of the work that we started last year, and you're still supporting us in so many ways. You've enabled us, the team, to go out there on the field and provide nutritious hot meals and food packs to the families, and help them stay home, stay safe. We are very thankful to you. So when we say what we have in hot meals, we actually have a really good nutrition pack. We have rice and curry, and Nepali style pickle, bottled water. We have a piece of fruit and muffins, so that once they have that food, it lasts them for the whole day. So we try to meet that nutrition value as well. So again, thank you so much for supporting us, and we can only hope that you will continue helping us and supporting us in making this effort possible. And this is a teamwork. Thank you so much.